All right, it's done. We can get out of here, boys. We can get out of here. The nature tally's done. That took 350 kills on a 1 in 128 item. My gear has upgraded a lot, as you guys can... Oh, shoot. Okay, so nature talisman's done. Let's go ahead and start the episode here. And I need to explain... I need to come clean, guys. I need to explain some mistakes that have happened. And to explain these mistakes that have happened, I'm going to show you, guys, the mistakes that have happened. It's very tragic, and I hope everyone presses F in the comments on this. I woke up at the crack of dawn, 5 a.m., well, 4:30 actually a.m. this morning to film this episode. Let's play it. Let me turn my camera off so you guys can see. Hang on. Okay, let me go ahead and stop it there. And now let me go ahead and go 10 minutes into the video. So that's going to be right about here. 20 minutes into the video. 30 minutes. 40 minutes. You'll notice that I did not make the same mistake this time of muting my microphone. Instead, I captured the wrong freaking rune light for the entirety of my hour-long video session this morning. So I did nothing. So let me explain to you guys briefly what I did in that video. You didn't miss too much, so I don't really mind re-explaining it. I spawned in, showed that I had picked up about 150 or so, maybe 130 Eclipse red wines. I started by selling those off. I just didn't want to like start the video with 130k cash. So I picked those up off stream. So I started the video by selling those, by opening 7 gem packs from my shooting star mining, because I AFK'd 50 mining, 40 fishing, and some combat stats since the last episode. I'm actually significantly stronger on combat than I was in the last episode. Once we complete Monkey Madness, we'll have 60 attack done. So, or be like within 1,000 experience away from it. So I explained that at the start of the video, and then essentially during the video, all that you missed was a few quests. I knocked out Merlin's Crystal, Holy Grail for the defense and the prey XP. That's why my defense went from 13 to 33 from that. Prey's up to 31. And then I did Dragon Slayer. So I'm sorry that you guys missed Dragon Slayer. The only real thing that you would have taken from that is the safe spot that I used. It's not super important to know about the safe spot. You can just beast the dragon. Just make sure you put your anti-fire shield on. But I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I screw this up sometimes because I don't usually do these things, so I don't really remember what to look out for. That's my bad. It's a pretty big mistake. But that's all we really missed with that. And then I went back to working on the nature talisman. So now that we have that, we can finally continue Fairy Tale Part 1. I just needed one other item for it. And I think, do I already have that? I need to get a Mortmire Mushroom. I might have that in the bank, but I don't think I have it. And then we got to go clean our Avanto Herb. So we're going to start this episode here. And I think here's the plan today. I think the plan's going to be, I've got some time. I can go a little bit later than usual today on this before we go to the farmer's content. Let's get Fairy Tale Part 1 done. Let's unlock our fairy rings. Let's take the fairy rings and let's do our first Barrows run, since I can kind of describe how to send that. If you want 20k prey XP and you're willing to risk it, I'll make that as easy as possible so you can learn how to risk that with about 50 HP. It's very survivable without overheads if you know what you're doing. And I don't know that we're going to have time for Monkey Madness, but I'll consider doing Monkey Madness. It just depends on how long the other two things take. So let's get our Avanto out. Let's get our in-game music on. Oh, I guess I got to get out of this zone for the in-game music. We'll get some coins out. We will deposit our armor. Do I want to keep my weapon on? Yeah, we'll keep the weapon on. And let's get a sickle out as well. Excuse me, as well. That being said, bloom, good. It's everything. I think we're solid.
Thanks for the pine zone, Dada.
We're gonna run this way. We need to go get a Mortmire fungus. Should I check to see if I don't have a Mortmire fungus. I know I don't have one. Let's keep rolling. Okay. Music. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Like, Yeah, trust me, like the last time I actually spent an hour and I like voiced over the entire video that I recorded. This time I'm not going to go back and act like I'm doing the Dragon Slayer quest the whole time. So we're just going to say, hey, do those 3 quests and then we'll keep moving on, you know. Unfortunate though. Flax, thanks buddy for the Prime sub. Appreciate you, bro. Hilgard, thank you for the 9 months. Have a pity Prime sub. Thanks, homie. What are your stats right now? They're looking kind of strong now, man. Recharge prayer. I don't need prayer for anything. Don't you need to fill your prayer? No. No. I'm going to pick up a Mortmire fungus off the ground, boys. I don't have overheads anyways, so prayer's not very important right now. But I'm just going to... Oh. Alright, we'll recharge our prayer. I ain't turning around, bro. I mean, it's at this stage, it's going to take me as long to run to an altar as it does to run back to an altar, right? Edit that out? Nope. Nope. Oh, there is an altar in there. You know what? Actually, that'll be faster. We'll go to this one. That'll work. I was just going to go to the Nature Spirit one in the Nature's Grotto. But yeah, this one works. Gig of rain, chat. Man, I thought I was going to like get all the way down there and then people were going to see the Nature Spirit altar can restore prey and they're going to be like, Pog. But, nope. Yeah, we'll just hit this. Thank you, guys. I don't know that I've genuinely ever used that altar to restore my prey in the history of the game. Literally don't think I have. Testing us. No, it's just like I'm flustered because of my mistake this morning with the recording, man. You know how much I hate waking up early and then having a whole video just be worthless? You know? Diary? That doesn't complete any diary, Fabes. Otherwise, you would have seen a diary step, man. You're thinking of the Nature's Grotto, man. I'm talking about the one I just hit. Deleting videos constantly after recording? Yeah. That's the problem I used to have with like recording YouTube videos. Is like I'd voice over a lot of things. And I'd sit there and I'd have to record the same 20-second voice line 40 times in a row before I found a version of it that I liked. It was so frustrating, man. I wish that I was the type of person that could like one-shot those things, you know? Is it easier filming them off stream? No, it's not any easier. It just means that I get more done so I can get this whole thing done twice as fast, you know? Otherwise, it's going to take a very long time if I'm not recording any episodes off stream. I'm just trying to get this done for everyone. Might as well pick up my inventory worth while I'm here, right? Lovely doing one at a time. Are you a perfectionist due to the voiceover thingy? No, I'm not a perfectionist, but if I'm going to put out a product, it should be a decent product, right? So it shouldn't be, you know, incorrect or stuttery or have a ton of ums or something like that. Doesn't take, you know, needing to be a perfectionist to want that. Alright, let's go clean our Avanto. The Grammy's not going to work, but we can go clean it in Narda since we don't have the level for it. This goes for the same if you get like the Irrit Leaf as well, or the Snapdragon. I think those are both items as well for this. You can clean them there. Any reason for the new hardcore not farmers? Exclamation new HCIM in the chat. I'll be on the farmers account in the next hour probably. Narda diary step. Not really necessary. Let's get this out and let's get our other deal. Yeah, we're good. No. Let me through. Let me in. Alright, let's go and proceed here. And then take this to Polnivnich. Cleaning an herb at the cleaner is a step. Yep. But I'm not going to be doing the diary, so it doesn't really matter. Any idea what your next big thing is after Farmers V3? I'm thinking the main thing I'm going to be working on is actually doing GM on my Iron Man. I think it's been long enough that we've put that off, so we'll probably have to go sesh out TOB for a scythe first. I mean, probably back to gear grinding on the iron until we actually do GM, but yeah. No ultimate Ironman? You know the answer to that. You don't need to ask that. No farmers group content? Well, the question was after farmers is done, bro. I'm all caught up on your hardcore videos. What should I be working on while waiting for your other videos to come out? Work on mining, fishing, and cooking. Those are 3 stats that you're going to need for the heroes quest, and those are stats that I actually AFK'd a bit this weekend, so that would be a good idea. Also, I mistakenly forgot to record Merlin's Crystal, Holy Grail, and Dragon Slayer, so do those 3 quests as well. Alright, let's come here. Let's go ahead and clean from Zahur. You should probably watch like a quest guide on it, right, Core? Because that'd probably do more for you, brother. Okay, so now we can restart Fairy Tale Part 1. Finally, to get our fairy rings, let's go ahead and get a Dragon Staff out. I'm going to get a Strength Pot out for this. We've already done the Drainer Skull step, so I'm pretty sure we're just going and getting our Enchanted Secateurs at the Nature Spirit, which now I wish I did these in the other order because I could have just gone straight there afterwards. But we didn't do that, so it is what it is. And then we'll be heading down to kill Tanglefoot. Entry mode is free? I disagree. I don't think entry mode TOB is free. If it was free, you'd be able to knock it on a 60 or 70 account like it's nothing, and you just can't do that if you don't know what you're doing. Mainly because of the Nilo room. Merlin's Crystal, Holy Grail. That's for the defense and prey XP. And then, Dragon Slayer. For strength and defense XP. That'll get you 40 defense. Is entry mode easily soloable on an in-game account? Entry mode is easily soloable on like a mid-level account, if you know what you're doing. But you still have to have some sort of idea of what's going on for entry mode, even though it's, you know, easy. Like, Verzik can actually still smack you. The Nilo room can still smack you. The other bosses are pretty free. $3,500 all melee zombies for the axe? Wow. What a terrible thing to look at. Should I buy Runeplate Body after completion of Dragon Slayer? Personally, I wouldn't. Yeah, it's just kind of expensive. But, you're welcome to, you know? It would only take you, like 10 minutes or so, maybe 15 minutes of picking up Eclipse Reds to afford it. So, if you want it, send it, man. If you're willing to spend that 15 minutes to get the money back, you know? Send it, why not? You're not going to get anything better probably until your Barrows tank armor. Who was the first hardcore Ironman to get Barrows? I have no idea, Glock. I don't think there's a tracker of that, really. You already went back to Eclipse Reds for a rune pick. I did the same thing for my mining grind. No music because of recording. There is in-game music on. It's kind of soft. This is just kind of a soft song. Can you not hear it at all, or is it just soft? Soft? Well, soft is fine. If it's like unhearable, then I can turn it up, but we do kind of want it soft just as kind of background noise. The last song that was on was just super soft, though. On its own. How much GP per hour are you seeing over Eclipse Reds? Right now, with as much competition as is there, it's probably 200k an hour. If there's no one there, then you can get up to 300k an hour. Alright. Oh, no. Bro, I didn't even bring the Ghost Speak Ami or Secateurs. I don't even know what I'm thinking today. So, guys, skip this part of the quest. Oh my gosh. I'm souping, man. I'm souping. The Stranglewood spot got mystery item got found. Didn't see that. No, what was the item? And was it something that you had to, like, wear a certain amount of things or whatever to fish it? It's a 1 in 500,000 chromium ingot. Wow. That sounds awful. Iron Wookie, thanks for the 6 months, man. It's kind of weird, man. Kind of a weird item to put in. Sucks for the Zaya completionists. Zaya Chunk Iron Man are just like, you know, beating down the walls right now. Chunk account's dying right now. Yep. Yeah, I figured it was going to be something like an Onyx as well. That's kind of interesting that they put that in. I don't know that I like it, but yeah, whatever. They have rules for meme grinds, though? Yeah, Verf wouldn't make rules, though, bro. Verf is a real one. Did you or would you try Chunk? I'm sorry, have you missed me talking shit about Chunk for the last few minutes? Absolutely not, I wouldn't waste my time with that. Absolutely not, bro. Don't matter at 1 in 500k that right at that point there's no reason trying. What fish do you fish there? What kind of fishing spot is it? It's a junk fishing spot? Wait, really? It's trash fishing? What? What is a junk fishing spot? You can get a pike. Huh. It's a bait spot with pike. How much fishing experience does a pike give? It's a 10k XP per hour. Oh, it's 1 in 5 for a pike. Oh, wow, it is junk. Wow. So it's not even like you can get a ton of experience for this thing. Like, if it was 500,000 trout you need to fish, that's like... It's like 25 mil of fishing XP, you know? I just wonder, like, you know, maybe someone would do that. You think that chromium ingot's 10 times more common if you're 200 mil? Did you get an anti-fire pot for Dragon Slayer? You don't need one, just tank the fire damage that's in addition to the shield. It's 1 in 5k for a red topaz? It's that guy. My man's in Torva and he's doing the same quest that I'm doing, bro. This is something. No, he took my Karam one. Alright, we actually brought not only our Ghost Speak Ami, but our Secateurs as well this time. This is next level at the moment. Beautiful. Now we've got to go kill Tanglefoot. Let's go restore the run energy so we have to so we don't have to walk around anymore. And then we'll just go Cloak Telly. Terranel, thanks for the 70 months, my dude.
Not on my watch. We go prime again.
Thank you, bro. We'll go Zenaris here. Excuse me, Zenaris here. What am I thinking, bro? I'm unlocking fairy rings thinking that I have fairy rings. I need some coffee today, man. Oh no. That's what happens when you get a nature talisman as your item. It just throws everything off, bro. It just throws everything off. Literally working on unlocking fairy rings, and I'm trying to use the fairy ring to get there. You're right, man. I need another cup of coffee, bro. It's a hard reset day. Dude, like filming an hour without actually recording the right thing threw me off, man. It's just over. It's over. It's been a day already, man.
Thanks for the pines on that.
Don't do any dangerous content today. You're completely off your game. Yeah, I'm going to be killing Araxites for boots when I get back on, I think, man. So we're good. Vern, thanks for the 43-month prime. Good morning, man. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, brother, for the sub. Don't worry, we're doing Barrows after this. Goes to Barrows? Yeah, we're doing Barrows next, so it's fine. So how we're doing? Doing alright, my man. How we doing today, dude? Can I add you trying to make some friends? Sure. What's your in-game name, Honest? He's on YouTube, so there's a little bit of a delay. Well, you guys, my secrets are so much less funny when you call them out ahead of time. It's like spoiling the punchline to a joke. You're not even fun. Most fun guy at the party, you guys. All right. Let's go ahead and bop this guy. And we're just going to use our own flinch spot. A little trick to this guy. Everyone tries to pull him to the south to flinch, but the real play is going north. So once you get to this line right here, he de-aggroes. So if we hit him and then bring him this way, hit him again and then step back, he can't attack us there.
Level up completed.
Big. Now this takes a combination of your strength level and your farming level to determine your damage. So if you're like 30 strength, you're basically only going to hit once on this guy. It's kind of annoying. Just luckily, I'm a little bit higher already. What's the tech? It's really just stepping out of his aggroable range. Much like you do with the Black Knight Titan. The only problem is this guy can path backwards, unlike the Black Knight Titan. You corner flinched yours? Yeah, most people do. This way you can attack every 5 ticks instead of waiting 9 ticks to attack, so it's twice as fast as corner flinching. And almost done. Nice. Claim our Queen's Secateurs. Little dude's gonna attack me. We'll just run back. Turn this quest in. And then we'll have to start the text for Fairy Tale Part 2. and then wait 5 minutes before we can continue it. Or wait a farming cycle.
Thanks for the pines on that.
I see. Thank you, dude, for the 26 months, brother. Favorite food spots in the Seattle area? You know, really, man, I don't go to anywhere unique. I go to big chains mainly. I don't go to like local places too often. So I don't know that I'd have the best advice to you, man. I don't go out to eat much, man. We stopped going out to eat as much after our first child was born, really. So can't say I have the best suggestions for you, man. And then of the places that I do really like, they're just too local to share. You know? Fogo? Love me some Fogo, man. Fogo is one of my go-tos. Yeah, it's not even that it's more expensive, it's just that it's, you know, stressful, you know, average. Alright. A nice song, man. Let's go and turn this quest in. This should get us to level 20 farming, I want to say. So that gets that one unlocked for us, really.
Quest completed.
Beautiful. 17 farming. Okay, a bit off. So, yeah, not too bad. And then I want to say that there's a RFD step subquest that will get us to 20 from there with the 1000 experience. I just don't remember which one it is. From here, we cannot use the fairy rings yet. We need to start Fairy Tale Part 2. You don't need the stats for this quest. You just need to be able to start it. So let's go ahead and put this on and leave. Don't know why I'm trying to touch a chicken. Now, hopefully, no nature talisman. I think you missed that whole part of the route, my man. Yeah, so that's during the Fairy Tale Part 1 quest, man. We did end up with a nature talisman. Unfortunately, brother. What happened to the farmers? The tariffs got too expensive. We had to ditch Curtis and Denise for living in the UK. So we're looking for replacements right now that are more local, American made. If I want to sell rune arrows to general stores, is there a way I could buy them on main, or do I need a rich iron? I think you need an iron, and you don't want to sell it to gen stores. You want to sell it to like the Paul niche gen store, if anything, or but not like a typical gen store. It won't give you full value. Or the Shazian Arrow Shop. But I think it has to be an iron. I don't really remember. Main works. Okay, never mind. Main works. There you go. Cool.
Thanks for the pines.
Okay, we have to wait a full farming cycle for this guy's crops to grow until he realizes that they're messed up. So we're going to wait 5 minutes. I'm going to go get some coffee. Prick, thanks for the 13 months. Welcome back. I'm going to do literally nothing in the next 5 minutes while we wait. And let me get some coffee. I'll be right back. All right, let's hope that we're done. Let's talk to him. Sometimes he does finish a little bit before 5 minutes. Depends on where the farming cycle is. Ask about the quest. Stop being impatient. He's not done yet. Okay. Looks like we lost our music, unfortunately. I don't know why, but this music looping is not on. Aha. Let's say. We should have this, like, restart automatically. Can I, like, go walk somewhere different? And then come back? Just so we get some music to start. There we go. Did I see the 1 in 500k item? I did, man. I did, yeah. Chromiuming got 1 in 500,000, huh? Crazy. Come on, bro. Let's get some earth runes out while we're waiting. Need some advice that I started, on my Iron Man that I started recently. I'm base 45, all stats minus prayer. Just became a member, but I'm not sure where I started members. Yeah, fair play. If you type exclamation new HCIM, the thing that I'm recording right now is actually kind of meant for you, man. You already have a head start because you'll be able to skip some of the quests that you come along. But I'm basically just recording an entire run from start to Barrows gloves. And everything in between, with the exception of, like, if I go train mining from 35 to 50, I'm going to log off at the end of the episode and say, okay, I'm going to go train mining now. And I'm going to log on the next episode and go, okay, I trained mining now. You know what I mean? So, like, some of those grinds are going to be skipped, but otherwise I'm showing everything that I'm doing along this. So this might actually, you know, help you out. Need some advice. Hang on. Loving the series. Made my first Iron Man the other week and I'm loving it. I think there's a real gap in the market for full Iron Man playthroughs like yours. Keep at it. Well, I appreciate you, man. I think at the end of this series, my plan is to literally die on this account, to retire it. And in the future, sometime in the next year, really, like, actually take notes and study, you know, a full route and write down everything perfectly so I can re-record in, like, either 8 or 12 hour sessions at a time when I have the time for that. I don't have the time this time, so we're making a playlist of each video. But the next time I do this, I'm going to do, like, you know, 8 or 12 hours straight, you know, each episode. And we'll get it done in about 2 weeks, maybe. But it'll be more coherent, more well organized, a little bit less random, you know. Yeah, and I'll try to record the right thing. Joe Granimo, thanks for the 38 months. Appreciate you, bro. My guy, you can't even coach hair to grow. How are you going to coach players? I don't think that's how hair works, my man. Guys, any tips? Thinking about taking my Addle to TOA instead of my D crossbow and blowpipe. It seemed like blowpipe sucked at the final phase. You should probably be using that rune crossbow, or D crossbow rather, during the final phase. Okay, we're done with this. With the ruby bolts. But Addle is an extremely strong weapon. I do think that that's a great idea to use. What did I use to get 31 prey so quickly? So I screwed up the recording, otherwise there would be this in the previous episode. But I did Holy Grail this morning. I messed up my recording so it won't be in this video, but I did talk through this video that I did that, so make sure you knock it out. And just follow the quest guide on Quest Helper for it. But yeah, that'll get you up to 31. If you've been following along with me. Slay, thanks for the 7-month resub. Welcome back. Do you think there will be a new league this winter? We know that there's not going to be a new league on Old School this winter, but this either late fall or winter, there's going to be an RS3 league. And I do plan on playing that when it comes around. I don't know anything about RS3, so I'm going to be approaching this thing blind, basically. Okay, we're going to go get the healing certificate real quick. Don't forget about Deadman mode. That wasn't his question, so I didn't include it. He's asking about leagues. If that invocation Adelatl falls off, I should get better gear to continue going up then. Adelatl's extremely strong. It doesn't really fall off, I wouldn't say, man. That weapon is so powerful. People just don't get it. Alright, let's go touch the Cosmic Altar. Exactly that. Gnome does 500s with an Adelatl. Like it's not falling off at whatever invocation you're doing. Unless you're like, but streamer, I'm doing 700s. Like, all right, calm down, Port Cosard. Running Cosmic Runes here. I actually used to runecraft Cosmic Runes on my Ironman accounts for years. I think Bodhi did the same thing. Actually push a Jill to 66 so you could do double Cosmics. So you can enchant. We used to make about 90,000 Cosmic Runes on Ironman accounts back in the day. So we could enchant 30,000 air orbs for our 85 crafting grind. I think is what we did. It was a lot, man. It might have been 15,000. We might have made 30 mil cash off it. That might be the 30 number I'm remembering, but yeah, it's crazy. No, they're about 100 experience each. 30,000 would put you at 3 mil XP. Level 85 is 3.258. So, yeah. What we did, that was different, man. Times were different. Did you ever merch unID'd herbs? Not often. But I did a little bit, yeah. Which I found that there was a difference here with people. I called them UNIDs, but a lot of people apparently referred to them as UNIDs. They just like pronounce the whole thing. I would abbreviate identification into ID. So I don't know what you guys were on, Team UNID or Team UNID? Yeah, I don't know which one you guys are saying, because I read that as an ID. Unids, okay. See, but that, you know why it doesn't make sense to me? Because you guys were merching unidentified herbs. And what the hell is a unidentified herb? That's why unID is the right one. We were 13, it didn't make sense. You'd sell stacks of UNIDs, but you'd take the Renar stack out? You are the worst type of person, man. See, that's why when I bought them, I only bought even stacks. That's when it was worth it for 1k each, so you didn't spend 500k on it, 500 guams. Okay, we can use fairy rings, guys. We did it. Let's just make sure that we can go to Narda here. And it's done. Beautiful. Okay. That's a big moment for the account. The amount of mobility that we just gained is unreal. And, you know, we kind of wanted this for the rest of the quest, you know, grind in the future. But let's make it fun at this stage, and let's put something fun in this episode to offset the fact that I skipped 3 quests on accident. Let's go to Barrows. Let's do 1 Barrows run for 20k XP, shall we? We're going to have to make a little bit of money to do this, though. Or I can just go big struggle bus with mind runes. Do I want to go big struggle bus with mind runes? I don't really know that I do. Don't really know that I do. I'm going to need the death runes for it, I think. I think I need the death runes. I think the struggle bus is going to be too struggly, so we're going to have to make, you know, just a slight amount of money first. So let's go to our Eclipse Reds so we can afford some death runes for the run. Let's make sure we have a Staff of Air. Yeah, we're good there. Are you sure about that if this is a guide? Yes. Yeah, it's a guide. I can just teach people how to do Barrows at this level, man. It's quite easy. It's not a difficult thing to do. It's just, you know, if you AFK your stats to the stage that I'm at, you're not going to die at Barrows. I will teach you literally how to do it without dying. I'm not going to do my kiting Darok method that I typically would do if I was doing it on my own. I'm going to show you how to safe spot them. We're going to make it safe. It's good, man. We're going to get people 20k prey XP so they can get, you know, at least some overhead. Technically, this isn't that early of a Barrows run. Typically on a hardcore, I'm going to do this at about 37, 38 HP. You know, this isn't actually that early. Because we've done a little bit of AFK crab, you know? Will Ahrim and Karil not be painful? Ahrim and Karil are both going to be painful. We might have to take multiple trips to get the one run done, but multiple trips, in my opinion, is worth it for 20,000 prayer experience. 20k prey XP is 2/5 of the way to prey melee. Oh, why didn't I just take the ferrying here? Could have done that. That's alright. Forgot I could do that now, though. I can get to the Hunter Guild a bit faster now. Wouldn't have been that much different because I would have had to RD tele and then run that distance anyways. What did I use my RD easy lamp on? After the Gnome Stronghold quest, I used it on agility to get it out of my inventory. And that's almost always what I use it on. Because I don't ever have Herblore to level 30 by that stage. Funny enough, the Karamja Easy Diary is the only Easy Diary lamp that you can use in a stat that is not level 30. You can use that from level 1. But the other ones require at least 30. The Karamja lamp's also smaller. That's a good 1k XP. That's true. I think if I remember right, the Karamja Easy Diary was the only diary in the game when Old School released. Is there a hotkey for changing world? The default on RuneLight is Control-Shift left arrow or Control-Shift right arrow. I changed mine to a single character, so I changed mine to the letter Q in the quick hop settings. But just go to your RuneLight settings and search quick hop. It'll come up. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? The whole quick hop thing. Okay, so to do a full run, I'm thinking we need at least 100 or so death runes. Though I could go mind runes on the brothers that I safe spot. So I might do that. So we probably just need death runes for Karil and Ahrim. And I don't remember how many casts it is for either one. It's probably about 40 or so for Ahrim. It might be about half that. Maybe 20, 25 casts or so for Karil. Maybe less than that even. I've got a decent mage level, but I don't know. Can I... Oh, can I even use air? Blast? Wind Blast is level 41. Yeah, we could use Wind Blast. Good. So we'll just do 2 inventories of this for now. That'll make us enough money. Anyways, Livid, good morning, man. Good to see you, man. Thanks for the 38 months. Hope you're doing well, brother. I kind of dig this music. I also dig that Jagex has made it to where the music doesn't restart every time you hop worlds. When did that change happen? It's a good change, man. Is that Jagex or RuneLight? I think it's Jagex. I don't have any music RuneLight settings. I don't know. Maybe it's RuneLight related. There's a default plugin in RuneLight. Default tab plugin. Huh. It's catchy though, man. I like it. Alright, let's get one more inventory. And then go bop some Barrow. How are you world hopping without using your mouse? You can set hotkeys on your keyboard with the world hop setting, the world hop plugin. World hopper plugin. Default on Runelight is Control Shift left arrow. Or Control Shift right arrow. Get off my worlds, who is it? I'm gonna go to this world so I can yoink in front of them, hopefully. Have you done Underground Pass on the guide? Not yet, man. Not yet. Jax did so good with Varlamore. Yeah, Varlamore's release, as compared to Zaya's release, is like night and day, man. The Zaya release was so tragic. Oh no. I lost my music. Ready for the hunt. Very good too. Game doesn't want to play me any music now. There we go. What was wrong with Zaya release? I don't remember. When Zaya was released, it was just this big square continent with 4 square cities. No actual like architectural layout or design work or whatever. And there was basically no content except for a Slayer cave in it. Alright, who's the rat Iron Man that is hopping on my world? I've claimed this. I've claimed this. Yeah, it was a giant landmass filled with nothing. Why did they even release it like that? Well, there was a dev team of about 6 people on the entire old school team at the time, man. And there was like the house favor and stuff. And that house favor was the worst because when you gained favor in one without like getting a different one to 100%, it lowered it in all the other ones. Oh, it was bad, man. It was so bad. Yeah, you remember Lova favor grind? Like 3 hours to get 100%. And if you forgot to lock it in, it started lowering if you started training like, you know, Hosidius. It was bad. It was bad. And if you forgot to use your quest 20% free favor in Piscarilius, like you had to go fix the things on the docks, the cranes, that just was the worst. The plows during the leagues. Oh, the plows during leagues. I don't think you lock it in originally. I think you could, man. I think you just had to get it to 100%. Yeah, so they got the mystery item from fishing. Chromium ingot at a 1 in 500k rate. Kind of crazy, man. What was the mystery item? A chromium ingot at a 500k rate, man. Kind of crazy. Sorry, didn't hear that part. Yeah, no worries. Refused to get favor on my main until they made it 100% for everyone. Easy efficiency. Huh. That was like years and years, man. Nothing's efficient about that, bro. Brother couldn't even use the Arceus spellbook.
Thanks for the pines on
The Weatherman. What's up? Thanks for the prime 4 months, man. Appreciate you, bro. And to Legendary, thank you for the sub as well, my man. Appreciate you, big guy. Might as well go back to my top world. Top worlds game. Or someone yoinks these. Okay, 1 here, 2 more, and then we'll go sell these, and then we'll go buy some death runes and chaos runes. I don't know, maybe just death runes, I don't know. I want some chaos for Monkey Madness as well, though. What item are you hopping for? This is in my first video on the series, so exclamation new HCIM should link you to the first video in that playlist. If you hover over the timestamps for Eclipse Red money-making method, it'll explain this, but it's basically just picking these up. It'll show you how to get here and stuff from that. And then we're going to go sell them for 700 GP each. So I'm about to make like 40k cash off of these. Though before I do so, let's get some runes out so we can go to a rune shop immediately after this, before we go to Barrows. And what else are we going to need? We can get some chaos runes out. We can also get our Barrows gear out. Let's get our best in slot out for this. So we'll get these, and then we'll get our pink skirt, and then our magic ammy. And then we're going to have to load up on food. And I hope I have enough food to get it done. I think I do. Yeah, we can turn quest helper off, so that gets out of the way. We'll probably do the Barrows run and then potentially finish this episode here. Start the next episode with Monkey Madness, I'm thinking. I'm gonna need a Drahman staff anyways. We go bank up again. You'd mentioned before you helped pioneer Ironman mode. Did you also do pseudo Ironman before the mode came out? Yes, I was one of the first streamers to really get on that. So I started my first unofficial Ironman in March of 2014. And about, I don't know, 7-8 months later, the official Ironman mode came out. So I think my unofficial Ironman was like 1750-ish skill total when the official one came out. Hello, I'm a new sub. What's going on, my man? How are we, dude? It's been fun catching some YouTube homies out watching the stream. Sorry, why do you have a YouTube emote that is just you coughing into your elbow? Would you have converted your unofficial to an official if you could? Probably not. You know, it would have been kind of unfair, you know? Because, like, no, I didn't mean to eat that. On the unofficial Ironman mode, we had our own, like, kind of set of rules and things that we kind of allowed and didn't, and that didn't always align exactly with the set of rules that Jagex came out with. Like, on the unofficial accounts, a lot of people allowed themselves to get Nightmare Zone points and spend, you know, those points at the Nightmare Zone shop, because I was still self-sufficient. But some people didn't like that, so they wouldn't do it. So there were like some self-restrictions and some things that people found to be okay, and other things that people found to be not so okay. It just kind of depended on each person, I guess. So the good thing about the official Ironman mode was there was essentially a standardized rule set in a way. Now, not entirely, because some people, you know, learned how to game the system pretty early, and if they gamed it too hard, like selling items from a shop on a main and then buying them on your Ironman to transfer indefinite amount of items just over time, Jagex actually didn't like some of those things and removed people's hardcore status or Ironman status from it. Just be Bone Salt and abuse the general store for a ZGS. The amount that you just got that mixed up is almost comical, Arch, but that's not what Bone Salt got slapped for. Okay, we're gonna buy 100 Death Runes, I think. And we're going to buy 100 Chaos Runes. And we can use both of these for 2 quests. Or rather, Monkey Madness for the Chaos Runes and the Death Runes until we run out for Barrows. The ZGS, someone actually transferred a BGS with a Dual Arena glitch, and they got their hardcore status or Ironman status removed for that. And then Bonesaw got removed for transferring over 45,000 combined buckets of sand and soda ash from the charters. And then about like 10 or 15,000 potatoes with cheese from the Warriors Guild. But there was no way to transfer a BGS or ZGS or something with a general store. That was a short glitch with the Dual Arena where you can win a stake against a non-Ironman and transfer stuff. Same, but different, but still the same. Yeah, we're going to get Mind Runes out as well. And this is basically going to be it. We're just going to bring a lot of food with us, a teleport method, and some runes. And you know what? Let's get our Beson slot shield out. Elemental shield. Stew is going to be our go-to food, so that might be a bit of a struggle. And you know, let's get an air staff out as well. So we don't really need the fire staff for this grind. Now, like I said, this is going to take some trips. This is not going to be automatic. Killing Ahrim and killing Karil is still a bit of a pain in the ass. But we should be able to get them down without overheads. We should be able to. I'm going to teach you how to flinch them for it. It'll just be trading hits unless we splash. We're going to go to BKR. That's going to take us to the Mortmire Swamp. Then we're going to run southeast from here. So those that haven't used a fairy ring before, you need to put your Drummond staff on to use the fairy ring. And then you can configure it to all these different 3-letter combos. As you put them in, Runelight will remember them, but you have to put them in the first time. You can hover over the map to the different fairy ring locations to see what the code is to get to that location. We're going to run southeast and use the Swamp Bodhi here. You do need the quest. I think it's In Search of the Myrique or Mirq or whatever the hell they're called. To go up the other direction with this boat, but to go down here, you don't need the quest. Could have deposited air runes and then got another stew. Sad. Yep, that's true, man. I could have. You are absolutely right. Okay, so we're going to make sure that we're auto-casting Wind Blast. We want a bit more accuracy, so we're not going to go defensive casting. We're going to go magic casting. And we're going to grab a spade over here, because I didn't bring one with me. And we're going to save a bit of our run energy. Not that we really need it right now. Let me kind of move this out of the way. Planned inventory spot. That's right, man. Now to start out here, we'll have to talk to the strange old man. So let's talk to him. It's time to dig. We got to get the icon from the chest. Okay, so we're going to start with what's going to be the most difficult one, which is Ahrim. We're going to spawn him, and then we're going to go to the south side of the sarcophagus. So we'll tank the first hit. We're going to take auto retaliate off, so that doesn't happen. And then we're going to trade hits here. And that's how we're going to do it. Now, if you go down to flinching, and by that I mean wait until his health bar goes away and your health bar goes away, then if you step out and you splash the spell, he actually can't hit you back. You see that? So that's kind of like the logic in waiting for that to go away. So since you have to imagine once you do that you wait enough ticks for that to go away, since it doesn't show a health bar, to be able to do it again. Because you see the second one I stepped out after about 6 ticks or 7 ticks, so he was able to hit me back there right away because he's actually he's engaged in combat at that point. So we're gonna wait about 9 ticks every time. So we can, account for that splash. 9 ticks, for those that don't know, is 5.4 seconds. So if you wait about 6 seconds and then attack again, we can go with that. Now, if you damage him, he can damage you back. You won't be able to flinch that one. So we're just going to hope that we have enough food to down him. Yeah, it is probably worth making a recoil for this. But we're just going to hope that we can do it on the death runes. It's just going to be important for us to hit that enough, wait enough time. This and Karil will be the most tense parts. Because we're only going to have about 30% or so accuracy, I think. Man, he's really hitting on this guy. We'll be more accurate on Karil, and then we'll be very accurate on the melee brothers. Ten ticks. Ooh, wasn't enough. Yeah, pretty low on food, man. I don't know. But if it doesn't go well, maybe we do that. Maybe we make a recoil and come back. 15 casts used so far. Big hit. All right, not a bad trade. Wait for his health bar. Another trade here. Honest question, would a melee flinch be better in Ahrim? No. Not at these stats, I would say. My max hit with melee is 12 right now. And that's if I'm praying. Max hit of this spell is going to be significantly higher than that. There's no chance that melee is going to be better. Plus, he lowers your melees as he's weakening you. This will be hard for a newbie. It's literally no different. There's no KO risk if you step over. So it's no different for a newbie if they just wait enough time for his health bar to go away, or wait about 6 seconds, or maybe even make it safe 7 seconds in between attacks. But there's nothing difficult about this. If you get low enough health, you eat. If you splash, you wait. If you hit, you wait. You know, so like it might be a little bit nerve-wracking for a newbie, but the way that I'm going to do this, it's not going to be dangerous. And if it is too dangerous, that's why you have teleport runes. Just teleport out. If you find yourself in a rough spot, just teleport out, you know. You can always try again. Good hits. Now, if you take an ungodly amount of time to kill him, he will eventually despawn. So we don't want to take forever. Small hit, unfortunate, but good trade. Another good hit. Get up one. Splash that. We've almost got him down, though. I expected about 40 casts on this guy. We've used 31 so far. There we go.
Completed.
So that's the first one. Now we're going to want to fully re-gear for Karil. So we're going to go ahead and do that, because he's going to take some food from us as well. He hits a little bit more accurately than Ahrim does. The only good side is we're going to hit him more accurately as well. Let's put up the air runes this time. And I'll grab a new spade when I go there in case we lose a food to the swamp on the way. Now, there's one thing to talk about, which is going to be difficult for some of you that are doing this at an early stage at least. One of the 6 Barrows brothers is going to be your tunnel, which means you'll have to kill that guy downstairs. He won't actually spawn at the chest. So it's more beneficial on Ahrim to kill him at the chest there, because then you don't have to deal with the other NPCs. It's a bit harder to find the safe spot for him if you are in the tunnel. I'm not going to be able to show you that if that happens to you. I'll show you how to safe spot the melee brothers down there. And I'll show you how you can safe spot Ahrim, but I won't be able to show you down there. I'll be able to show you how to safe spot Ahrim down there if I have a Karil tunnel here, but we'll have to see if we have a Karil tunnel. But it's a 1 out of 6 chance that happens, you know. One of the 6 brothers you'll have to kill downstairs. This early in the game, I'm just going to show you guys how to kill all 6 of the brothers downstairs, probably. Or maybe I show you the kiting method on one of the melee brothers, but then kill the other 3 downstairs and force spawn them. We're the farmers. I'll be on the farmers account after we're done with the Barrows run, man. I'm just going to go ahead and get 20k prey XP with this, and then we'll be back on that account. And then the next episode will be Monkey Madness. Really, so much power comes from the pink skirt. So we're going to save our run energy for the kiting method on the other brothers. And so we can run downstairs when we get down there. I did not end up losing a food on the way, so I'm just going to drop this stew over here. Go grab a spade. I still love the pink skirt. Pink skirt is so powerful, man. People just don't, they don't get it, man. I'm going to wear a pink skirt to RuneFest, I'm telling you. Huh? Yeah, pink skirt, Roomfest. I'm gonna be dressed up as like a bot, but with a pink skirt on, you know? Alright, let's go ahead and burn a little bit of energy. Okay, so easiest way to do it, stand on the north side, spawn them, run to the south side, and tank one hit if you need to. And then we're going to do the same thing that we did last time. We're going to step out, we're going to hit one spell, and then we're going to step back, and we're going to chill. He's not along the corner now, but there's no difference if he's on the far side of the sarcophagus. Now this guy, we're not going to be able to trade with a splash, I'm pretty sure. I don't, you know, actually no, that's not true. I haven't splashed yet. We're not going to splash on him as often. I think I'd actually have to get him down here to this side right here if I wanted to trade him with the splash. I don't know if I can do that. I'll try to do it. See if I can step out here. Maybe I need to run out actually. But we're going to hit him very accurately at least. It's just we're going to use some food. I guess you can't drag him down from there. That's too bad. I'm just going to trade on him then, instead of waiting for the splash, because like I said, we are going to be more accurate on him. He just hits so strong. Good trade. Even though I didn't hit, he only hit a 1 there. He hits a 0 here. That's very good. He can't KO me from 27 HP. We'll go and step out there. I'm gonna say he maxes in the low 20s, maybe 24. Though I don't have it memorized what it is. Alright, Karil's done. Those are the 2 difficult ones. That's good. As far as the melee brothers go, these 2 are easier to kite, so I'll kind of show you one of them on these 2. I'd rather do Varrock, so let's go kite Varrock to show you that. 20 max hit? Yeah, it's good to know. Good info. Thank you, man. So the melee brother kite is not very hard to do. First, we're just going to spawn him, and we're going to safe spot him. So we're going to corner safe spot him right here. And then to get this started, I tend to like to get him on one of the far sides of the Sarco, so we'll just run here and then run up here. He's going to get trapped right there. Now, the trick is we're going to have walk on. We're going to have our auto cast set, and we're just going to click on him. And then once we cast, we're going to hold down control because we have that in our in-game settings. If we search run, I keep my walk to run setting on walk to run only. That's my preference, but if you have that on, or if you have walk and you have it invert when you hold down control to where it runs when you hold down control, we're going to click him, and then we're going to run with control clicking to that tile. So click him, cast the spell, and then control click to run around the corner. And then same thing. Click him, cast the spell, control click to run around the corner. Now you can't miss ticks when you're on the short sides. This one you can actually miss a tick. You can wait an additional tick before you run around the corner. This one you have to run immediately when you see the spell cast. That's it. Click, attack, control, click, and run. Click, attack, control, click, and run. So you can kite the melee brothers like this. So we'll actually go down to a lower spell because I don't really need to be using death spells with that. Because we're not going to waste HP with this. Pause the video, Savix call soon. I'll call him back after I'm done with this, but since I'm building this guide, I probably won't pick up the call for now. I'll let him know if he calls that I can talk to him in about 10 minutes or so. So we could do it with this one as well. But, oh, they actually made Torag bop twice with hammers now. Interesting. I'm going to pull him up here. And, hang on, he's messaging me. Let's see if we can find our tunnel real quick. I don't have a ton of food with me. Yeah, he said 10 minutes is fine. So let's see if we can get through this. What's the reason you have walk to run only? Yeah, here's our tunnel. Because that's how the game used to be. The game used to be where when you held down control, there was not an invert setting. It just control click always meant run. So when they changed that to invert it, I went back to that because that's what I've played with for years and years. Okay, so that's perfect right there. We get to tank a hit from Darok, and we get a tunnel where we can safe spot him immediately, so there's no chance of death. So there are several locations in these tunnels, and they're all around the corners where you can safe spot the NPCs over some rocks. So I'm in the southwestern corner right now. You can't do it in all of them. You can do it in some of them with some extra tricks, like that one you'd actually have to have an extra trick. You have to walk way over here, drag the brother behind you, come back north, and then step up and over to safe spot him. But this southwestern corner is a really easy one. So we could just start here. Anywhere that you can get a brother easily safe spotted over these rocks is kind of preferred. So I'm only using air spells with mind runes right now just because I have no chance of death with this, so there's no reason for me to burn my chaos runes and my death runes. You didn't see me speak to the groundskeeper first? That's okay, you just weren't here for it, man. But we did. So we'll go and safe spot him, and then what can happen down here is every time you go through one of these doors, any of the brothers that you haven't killed yet can spawn. They've got a low chance of spawning. So that's why I said I would make this kind of easy for you guys, and we're going to try to just safe spot things downstairs instead of trying to spawn them upstairs. I'm just getting really lucky spawning them right away, honestly. So, this actually is very nice. You can also safe spot them over the ladders. Now, when you come down here, you're going to be put into one of these 4 corner rooms. Only the room that you show up in will there be a ladder in. The other rooms won't have the ladder visible, but there is a ladder in every single one of those rooms. It's just going to be invisible in 3 of them. So, towards the center of the room, in one of the tiles that doesn't have any, like, kind of texture on the ground like this, there's going to be a ladder. So in this room, it could be this one or this one. So it kind of makes it easy to find. So if you're trying to safe spot in one of the other corners like this, even though the ladder's not visible there, you can still use that safe spot. I'll show you when we go around there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kill all the brothers, and then unfortunately I'm going to have to walk all the way around this whole thing to get to my door. So I actually might start working towards there while we try to find Guthan, our last brother. And this is kind of nifty. I can actually move here to safe spot him as well. We can move back on this side as well, because this is just that eastern priority. He's trying to path east into this ladder, so all of these are safe spots right now. Where do you safe spot Ahrim or Karil in the tunnel? I tend to like to corner trap them, so I would like try to manipulate them, pull them over here, and then pull them down to where they're following me on the north side of me, and kind of like get them on a corner where they can get trapped in a corner like this, and then you can step out, flinch, and then step back. It's much harder to set up. It genuinely is much harder to set up a Karil or an Ahrim safe spot down here. So you want to use your best air spell. You want to be using death runes for that. And you want to try to get to a situation where you can drag them to a corner, which usually you'd be able to do by the doors. This is what I was talking about, by the way. This is also a ladder safe spot here. I've got it marked, obviously, but it's one of the clear textures in the middle of the room, so it can only be either this one or that one right there. I don't want to spawn too many NPCs, so we're going to go around the far side, because every time we go through a door, an NPC is going to spawn. This one right here is another good one to safe spot the brothers on. And what you can do is you can spam click through the doors like this, if we actually click on the door, but you'll have to tank one hit from an NPC every single time. So just make sure you keep your HP high enough that when a brother spawns, they can't one-hit you. I want to say the highest max hit of one of the brothers is 29, being Darok when he's full HP. There's our last one. So we can safe spot him here. Are death spells better than chaos spells with chaos gauntlets? You're not going to have chaos gaunts at this stage, but I want to say that they are still better, yes. No, all of the brothers that you don't kill upstairs can spawn in the doors down here. So if you only kill one of the brothers upstairs, the other 5 can spawn when you go through doors down here. The only one that's going to force spawn is the brother that your tunnel actually is. Like if Guthan is your tunnel, that's the one you had to open to get down here. That's the one that's going to spawn when you open the chest. The other ones can spawn when you go through the doors, and they'll continue to spawn until you kill them. I've killed now 3 brothers down here. But yeah, that's it. That's a full Barrows run, guys. without overheads. And then we can actually kill a couple skeletons for some extra loot. We'll kill 2 skellies and 1 bloodworm. That's my typical go-to. That'll get us to 86% potential. And you can see right here the loot potential down here. You want to keep that under 88.0, or rather 88.0 or below, I believe. The easiest way to do that, the fastest and most effective, is 2 skeletons and 1 bloodworm kill. There's a better setup, which is like, you know, a couple, like a skelly, 2 spiders, a bloodworm, and a rat or something like that to get like exactly 88%. Not very necessary to try that hard on it. All I would say is get 86%, then loot the chest. The point of that is when you go over 88%, you unlock the ability to get bolt racks as one of your loots. And if you get bolt racks as your loot, that replaces a rune roll. You would end up getting bolt racks instead of runes, and that's what you don't want. You don't want the ability to get bolt racks instead of death runes or bolt racks instead of blood runes, because those are more valuable. Particularly, you're right, skellies do have air weakness. Particularly to an Iron Man, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think skellies are what, 30 or 50% air weakness maybe? Other NPCs can attack you when you have one safe spotted, yeah. So you'll either have to tank a skeleton sometimes or, you know, try to re-safe spot things. Why loot potential below 88%? For the reasons that I just explained, my man, but I'm not going to go over it again. You'll just have to back up in the video a little bit if you want to find out. But just because that was our, you know, last 5 minutes of discussion, we'll just kind of hold off there. Alright, let's go ahead and kill the bloodworm as well. I don't think bloodworms have any sort of weakness, so I'll get fire spells to get a little bit more XP overall. Then we'll try to survive on our way to the chest with the food that we have remaining. Skellies... Oh, did they change it to earth weakness? Oh, I wasn't familiar with the change. That's alright, I don't have earth runes on me. Okay, no more brothers can spawn when we go through the doors. Skelly max hit is 8. So we don't really have any chance of dying now. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. We're going to make sure, more than anything else, that we have 1 inventory space open. If you have a full inventory and you loot this, you're not going to get the quest item. We need to be able to loot the quest item. And there it is. So now we can make our way out of here. We actually got a really poor loot overall. Terrible loot. 123 chaos runes. Actually okay. But it's really, we kind of got scammed a bit there. 1 in 14.5% chance. I'm sorry, 1 in 14.5 chance at getting an actual Barrows item. We didn't get one. But we did get the strange icon, which is going to complete the mini quest for us. So we're just going to go all the way back out. If you're out of food, teleport out, bring the fairy ring back just like we got back last time. And then you can just turn this in at the NPC outside and claim your 20k XP lamp. Pretty solid. Foe, when you open the door without killing the brother, the same brother can spawn twice and hit you twice in a short amount of time. I am aware, my man. I would recommend that when you spawn the brother, don't go back through the door. You don't have any reason to at that point because he's already spawned, so you don't have to spawn another one. But you're right. If you spam click, you do have a small chance of getting bopped twice. Absolutely right. Can't teleport away with it. It should despawn from your inventory if I recall. I don't think that's true. Maybe that's true, but I mean, maybe I've just run out every time, but I don't think that's true. Okay, so if we use the map, that will unlock the mini-map when we're downstairs in the tunnels, and the lamp for 20k Prey XP to level 39 Prayer. So now we have Prey Mage, and that's going to come in handy in the next episode for Monkey Madness. So we'll start there on the next episode. I will probably do a bit more crab AFK or something like that before the next episode. I'll probably go back to fishing and try to get that up to 50 as well. But that's where we're going to end here. So thanks guys for chilling, and I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you next time.